Senator Shehu blast Pantami. You can hear Senator Shehu Sanni speaks over and blasts Pantami's accusation for having ties with Boko Haram. See what he just said that is sparkling reaction. One tedious thing in this world is managing your life when you are a public figure or you hold any political position, as many people will be trying to tarnish your image for their selfish or political ambition and political gain. Dr. Isa Ali Pantami is an Islamic cleric who gathered both Islamic and Western education to the extent that any living creator most likely feel flabbergasted whenever he imparts knowledge to the public. Records have it and shown that he has a good behavior and always is trying to maintain good rapport with the people he associates with, as he always encourages peace and tranquility. In the aspect of this, he said he's an Islamic cleric, yes, and education, as in he has embraced Western education. That's where I'm going to. Now, in the north, why is it that it's only few people that are elect, that are more educated, that are literate in the north? They do not want others to have the Western education like they have now. That is why they keep sponsoring the Boko Haram. The meaning of that Boko Haram means Western education is prohibited. Well, when Goodluck was the president of Nigeria, he tried all his possible means to give them scholarship. He started with the Almajiris, gave them, free education for them to go to school. But the Boko Haram came, they said no, it is the Christians indirectly opening the eyes of the northern people so that they cannot speak for themselves. And it's happening now. When Buhari came in, he scrapped anything called free education, just because if a typical Hausa man knows his left from his right, he will be able to speak up, to stand for himself, to be able to protest. As you can see, you can just overview and see what has been happening in the north for the past 8, 9, 10 years now. There have been so many killings, numerous killings in the north, from banditry to Boko Haram, etc. But they can't even speak for themselves because they are not educated, and they believe the superior carries the wins. You understand? That's just the main issue in the north, in the northern part. And when I was in the north some time ago, you understand, it's only few that are rich in there, few that are educated. When they wake up in the morning, they will take plates. Over 300 people will line up to an allergist's house to collect food. They will just give them small food. They will appreciate it. They will keep worshiping that person. Anything that person says, anything that person tells them is final. They wouldn't want to listen. That's why the killing has been going on and on and on. They can't protest. They can't tell themselves the truth. They don't know their left from their right. They can't stand on their own just because Western education is prohibited. That was the reason why from the onset they started killing Christians. They said the Christians were the one opening their eyes to Westernization. So that's why they eradicated some Christians and started bombing churches and some other things like that, etc. However, let's continue. Despite his immeasurable integrity, which is Pantami, there was a news which falsely broadcasted by Newswire that the US places his name on a terror watch list for having a tie with Boko Haram. Like he said, and his reaction said, your retraction through your independent investigation has been noted. However, investigative journalism requires the investigation before publishing it, not after. Further major publishers will meet my lawyers in the court on this defamation of character. According to him, he says it's a defamation of character by putting his name in the list or watch list for having a tie with Boko Haram. Publication of daily independent story alleging Nigeria's Minister of Communication, Sheikh Isa Pantami, placed on terror watch. As the report went viral in social media platforms, Senator Shehu Sanni has taken to his Twitter account in which he reacts over the accusation. According to Shehu Sanni, says Ali Pantami is not publicly known to be a cleric who preaches violence or advocates for it in his Islamic activities. Actually, is an extremist and terrorist disdainfully view him as a moderate establishment mullah. Those who tagged him otherwise need to be objective and review and also reconsider him. As Senator Shehu Sanni reacted over the accusation, where he revealed his good attitude, many Nigerians shared out their views and opinions concerning his claim. Somebody said, distinguished Senator Shehu Sanni, I respect you a lot, sir, but in my humble opinion, I think you should have advised the minister to resign and prove his innocence first before you or anyone can defend him. Someone said the same media outlet that brought this malicious news to you retract it. What do you want him to do now? Truth be told, they say it's bitter. It was so easy for CBN to identify bank accounts through which funds were channeled for the peaceful EndSARS protesters, but impossible for same to be done about terrorists. Boko Haram, one Nigeria, my foot. We are not in one Nigeria. If truly they can trace the BVN and the names of those that sponsored the EndSARS protests, why can't they? But that one aside, during the COVID-19 era, the palliative, they are supposed to be shared among Nigerians. Could you remember? Is in Nigeria something communication commission, wherever, all the messages they've been sending us, would they tell us they don't have our they don't have our account number, or they don't have our BVN? They don't know everybody accordingly. They know everybody's name. That's why they could even send such messages to us. I received the message, you received the message, everybody received the message. But to share just little indomie palliative for everybody, it's a difficulty until later, after EndSARS protest, before everything came busted out. Walai talai, comrade, somebody just speaking outside. But notwithstanding, to me, all the Jibwis preaching is not to put a threat to one heart. Muhammad Yusuf was one of them. Jafar, who was killed by his student Muhammad Yusuf, they are always against one belief, either Tariq segment or Shia, whichever way. Pantami must be brought to book. If Pantami can be publicly defended like this, then there is no hope for this country. How many of you defended Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Okonjo-Iweala, etc. during their days? But history has clarified those stories. A lot is happening in the north today that is hidden from us. Yes, a lot has happened that is hidden from us, but it's only God that will help us. He has been put in the watch list of people and have ties with Boko Haram, has been sponsoring Boko Haram, according to US. It's not me, it's not my report, it's not Sahara report, it's not NTA report, it's from US, and CNN has published it. That is what you people from the north do, always supporting each other, either good or bad, and that's why our country is where we are right now. Please, sir, you don't have to be defensive in your comment. Kindly let the US government do their work, period. Yeah, you should listen to his preaching around 2014-15. Let he clear his name through American intelligence, as was alleged, because these rebuters are like what I quoted out of context. Nigeria defense. The country is operating an Islamic-induced appointment which suggests extremism too. Dr. Isa Ali Pantami has been receiving praises from different angles in Nigeria, saying that he is the best minister in Nigeria. I would like you to share your thoughts. Is he truly the best minister? Is the accusation right? So I would like you to share your agitation and share your opinion in the comment section. Thank you for listening, and God bless.